I don't want to depress you, but I do want to put you into the right mood for what's coming soon. The reality is that I've been getting more and more unhappy over the winter months because it seemed there were no more big challenges, no uncharted waters in this current boat restoration project. What I really needed was a new challenge. Well, today I can safely say that I took care of that. And you, my friends, can look forward to the next episode where I will reveal exactly what kind of a mess I got myself into. In the meantime, let me show you how I improved my freshwater system. You may remember that I initially set it up to be used with the boat's built-in water tank. And I was very proud of my system until a friend pointed out to me that it would be kind of stupid to spend time and money for a resource which is literally surrounding us and available in abundance and for free. So I have to give all the credit to my friend who showed me how he used river water directly together with a filter system and in this way completely bypassed the need for a water tank. Back on my boat, I got a 3-stage filter system, which is actually meant to filter the water from a garden well, but since I'm not dealing with salt water, it should be well suited for this purpose. It came with 2 filter cartridges, one seems to be charcoal and the other one is a coiled thread. As a pre-filter, I'm using this Vetus filter, which is actually intended to be used as a filter for fecal tanks. I'm going to install this here behind the toilet bowl. And in good old My First Boat fashion, I'm gonna first make a temporary installation. Alright, the board is in place. Now we can mount the filters to it. I'm adding the right kind of adapters to either side of the 3-stage filter, and I use of course PTFE tape to seal the threads. Right now the filters are in place. I put a Whale Quick Connect adapter on the exit of the 3-stage filter, and so now I can go ahead and change the existing system from the water supply coming from the built-in tank to a supply directly from the river. Up until now I only used the river water to flush the toilet. Now I'm going to remove these Whale adapters and add a simple 19mm brass adapter. Then on with the hose, a couple of stainless steel hose clamps attached in opposite directions. And so now, when I open up the tap, the water will rise all the way up to the water line. Next I can hook up the hose to the pre-filter and then connect the pre-filter to the 3-stage filter. Next I have to open up the line coming from the water tank, and thanks to the Whale Quick Connect system, this is just a matter of pulling out the tube on one side and adding another tube and a couple of adapters on the other side. With this, the cycle is already closed and we can make a first test. I launched the accumulator tank with a built-in pump, which sucks the water from the river through the filters and into the system. And see there, it works. Of course, I'll first have to let several liters run through the system before the water is actually usable. And keep in mind, this is not drinking water. Next, I'm going to disconnect my grey water tank, together with its experimental plumbing, where I used a T-piece, together with a bunch of non-return valves, to feed in the line coming from the bilge pump and which leads all the way up to a single through hull. After a long time of testing, I have to conclude that this system did not work. Despite the non-return valves, the water was being pushed into the line of the bilge pump and kept spilling into the bilge each time the grey water tank was emptied. so I decided to bypass the grey water tank altogether and simply install a through hull directly under the sink. Here I could only guess where would be a suitable spot. Of course, at the first try I came out right on top of one of the ribs, so I made another hole a bit further up and cut a hole into the hull with a hole saw. I got a nice brass seacock. I cut a couple of rubber seals and proceeded to put in the new fitting from the outside. Once more, I'm only doing the most necessary steps to install this, leaving a more proper installation for when the boat is out of the water and on the hard stand. Now all I have to do is to connect the sink's outlet to the new through hull. Et voila, problem solved, and hopefully no more water in the bilge. Let's see if it works. And that's how I improved my freshwater system. Allow me to run you through it one more time. The river water comes in from the through hull that sits below the water line, goes into the pre-filter, next into the 3-stage filter, and from there it gets fed straight into the freshwater cycle. The 3-stage filter has a flushing valve, which I'm gonna use to pull the water to flush the toilet, which at the same time flushes in reverse the first of the 3 filters. So there you have it. Sadly, that's all I got for you today. I thank you for watching and hope to see you in the next video.